Yo. Yo. What's good, guys? Uh, yeah, those of you that have been following me for a while probably could have seen this one coming, to be honest. I've kind of slowly been taking steps away from League of Legends and streaming and League content creation as a whole. And yeah, at the core of that is just I don't want to do it anymore. The biggest reason is that I kind of came to the realization that I don't want to do this full time, and I would never want to do this full time. And once I realized that, uh, yeah, I don't know. All the motivation to make league content and to play this game kind of went away. Like even if I had two, three, four, 5,000 viewers and I was making all the money that you make from it, I still don't think I would want to play this game anymore. Cause I just the biggest reason is I just hate being in my room alone all day long. Um, it's just not fun, you know. It's just kind of a shit way to live your life, just sitting in your room, like playing League of Legends, talking to a screen for the majority of your day, every single day. Like, I like my 9 to 5 so much more, which is crazy. I never thought I would say this, being someone who's always been, like, pretty entrepreneurial. And I do think I'll own my own thing one day. But, yeah, I like my 9 to 5 100 times more than I've liked streaming this past year. Like, it's cool to run my own thing and it's addicting to like post content and see the numbers go up and make more money and all this stuff. But when I look back at like the actual memories that I have from streaming to like determine if it's a good thing, it's like I don't even remember anything from streaming that's been like memorable. Besides like maybe a few moments which I wouldn't even call like amazing memories. Whereas like when you work, you meet people, you become friends with your coworkers, you work as a team, you achieve stuff, you build cool shit. Like that is way more memorable to me and like just for me personally means more to me than, playing a really good game of League of Legends. Like with all the time that I've invested into this game, there's really only a few times I can think of that are actually like good memories with League of Legends. And other than that, it's just like a giant fucking time suck. Now, I will say I don't regret spending the last year streaming. I think that streaming and League in general kind of acted as like a crutch for me with my social life. I don't know why I said that so weird. Social. Kind of acted as a crutch for my social life at RT. Like when I was at RT, I really wasn't going out that often. I didn't really like doing stuff because most of the kids at the school are just like weirdos. And so, yeah, I kind of really liked League. I kind of filled a competitive gap in my life after I stopped playing soccer and couldn't wrestle anymore either, just because I was in college. Can't really do that stuff competitively in college unless you get recruited in high school. And so, yeah, League kind of filled that void. And I got really good at the game and then thought one day, I might as well stream. And yeah, we came pretty far in a year and a half. It was a really good experience. I feel like I learned a lot of good things. But after making this distinction in my mind that I don't want to do this full time and would hate to have this be my life, it's like, I mean, I wouldn't hate it, but I wouldn't really like it either. Like if I looked back in 15 years and all I did was just play League of Legends, I just don't think I would be very satisfied with myself. And that's not to take away from anyone who like would or who is pursuing that. It's just for me personally, I don't really value that experience as much as like being in person, going into an office every day, seeing and meeting cool people, working with others. It just takes it over streaming for me. I'm a pretty extroverted person. I like seeing people, so it's just so much better. Like I'm just happier when I see people all the time. And you could say like, oh, well, you can just pursue hobbies in your free time. And that brings me to my next point that I don't like about streaming, which is that this is a 24/7 gig. Unless you've ultimately made it and you're like all the way at the top, you know that every time you turn on your stream, you're going to get thousands of viewers, you're making thousands, tens of thousands of dollars per month. Unless you're at that level, and even at that level, right, you're always thinking about, the next piece of content you're going to post, the next like stream you're going to have. It's pretty much always on your mind, right? Like it's really hard to detach from streaming and like other stuff in life. Whereas when you're working a normal job or with other business models, it's not on your mind all the time, right? Like I'm eventually going to build something where I can work a limited amount of time per day and not have to think about it all the fucking time, right? Like that's one of the biggest things I don't like about streaming is it got to the point where like, I wouldn't want to go out with my friends or I wouldn't want to go on family vacations or a bunch of shit like that because I was so obsessed with streaming all the time, right? I always want the stream to keep growing more and more and more, right? I was obsessed with it. Then yeah, I don't know. I think it just takes away from my life more than it adds to it. Like I literally had better mental health and was happier working 10-hour shifts 5 times a week than I was just playing League of Legends in my room. Like, I don't know. It's just, you're not isolated from the real world. You're actually, like, doing shit. It's just, it's better. Now, you might be asking, like, if not full time streaming, why not do it part time? Because I built this up. I'm making a decent bit per month. Why leave it all behind? The thing is, like, I kind of see streaming as like a all or nothing type deal. If I'm gonna have a side hustle and a side gig, why do that if A, I don't really enjoy it that much, and B, I don't plan on ever doing it full time. Like, what's the point to keep going part time? You know what I'm saying? And yeah, the final thing is League is just not that fun anymore, dude. I just don't like League of Legends anymore. It's not fucking fun. The game is solved. So everyone just like does the same shit every single game. Everyone knows the wave mechanics. Everyone knows everything. Like 80% of my games, I'm just playing bullshit, boring ass matchups. Like I'm playing against the same champions that don't have weaknesses. Like it's just fucking boring, dude. Queue times are long. I play against the same players every fucking game when I'm in high elo. It's like sometimes I'll end up playing the same matchup 4 games in a row because I'm against the same person, or I'll play against the same jungler 4 or 5 games in a row. It's so boring. It's so boring. It's not worth it at all. So yeah, those are pretty much the reasons. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Um, Obviously, this has been a really cool gig, and like I said earlier, I don't regret it at all, and I thank you guys so much for all the support you've shown me. But yeah, it's time for me to move towards other things in life. Like I kind of want to take a step away from video games and go back to living in the real world like I did last summer. So that should be fun. I think my next venture, if you guys do see more of me, it's gonna be me making. I might make a few videos about streaming, like just to help people out if they want to become streamers themselves. But other than that, my plan is kind of to take my sick fucking job that I landed and build a personal brand around it and then build a course similar to school, but teaching people cybersecurity and how to land jobs similar to the one that I landed. That's kind of like where my brain is going next. And that'll be a lot easier, right? Because then I can just make like one YouTube video a day and one short and not have to play League of Legends. I guess that's something else I could add is like, it's hard for me to do even just the 1 to 2 hours a day because the problem is League to play at a really high level, you have to actually play the game a lot. It's really hard to play League of Legends for 1 or 2 games a day and maintain challenger level skill, right? That's a really hard thing to do. You actually do have to drop like hours every single day to be able to keep competing with other people that are dropping hours every single day, right? So yeah, that's just another reason why like it's hard to do it part time or for limited hours. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I can think of. So thank you guys for supporting me along the way. And yeah, unless I somehow failed to quit, which has happened in the past, you probably won't see any more League gameplay from me. Those of you in my school program, like you can stay in there if you want. All the content's gonna stay in there, but obviously I won't be adding anything to it anymore. So that's kind of up to you if you want to stay or not. But yeah, that'll pretty much do it. So thanks, guys, and I will see you in my next video, whenever that'll be. I'm probably gonna take a break from all this for a while. For a while. So, doses, guys.